Module 8, Teaching Writing Old Tricks and New Ideas, How Writing Develops. Young children move through a series of stages as they are learning to write. The stages reflect a child's growing knowledge of the conventions of literacy, including letters, sounds and spacing of words within sentences. The description following are some common characteristics in each developing stage. Scribbling/drawing. Most children begin their writing careers by scribbling and drawing. A young scribbling child is exploring space and form by grasping crayons or pencils with a full fist. He is creating a permanent record of his ideas and thoughts. Thick markers, crayons and unlined paper are good writer's tools for this stage. Letters like forms and shapes. At this stage of writing development, children begin to display their understanding that writers use symbols to convey their meaning. Writing begins to include shapes, circles, squares, and other figures. A writer in this stage will often write something and ask, "What does this say?" There is little orientation of forms and shapes to space, i.e., they appear in random places within the writing or drawing. Tubs of markers, crayons and paper remain good writer's tools. Random letters. As a child's writing continues to develop, she will begin to use random letters. At the beginning of this stage, there remains a lack of sound-to-symbol correspondence between the words they are trying to write and the letters they use. Later efforts may include letters for the notable sound. Different types of papers, including memo pads, envelopes, lined paper and some smaller pens and pencils are good writer's tools at this stage. Tubs of foam letters and letter magnets are also handy. Letters and spaces. When a child points to individual words on a page when reading and works to match their speech to a printed word, a concept of the word is developing. This awareness of the purpose and existence of spaces separating words and that spoken words match printed words is known as the concept of words. Young writers insert these important spaces in their work guided by an index finger in between each word or by lines drawn by the teacher. At this stage, children also write with beginning sounds and ending sounds. They also may begin to spell some high-frequency words correctly like you, he, she, mother, etc. Conventional writing and spelling. At this stage, children spell most words correctly, depending on phonics knowledge to spell longer words. Writers use punctuation marks correctly and use capital and lowercase letters in the correct places. Writing for different purposes becomes more important. First and second grade students often write signs for their bedroom doors or a letter for a friend. Storybook language, Once Upon a Time, and Happily Ever After, become a part of writing samples as the child joins the League of Writers with a storytelling purpose. As students progress through the writing stages, various pieces become more automatic and fluent. Handwriting becomes easier, as does the spelling of a majority of words. It is important to remember that there will be variations in the way kids move through writing stages. It may not happen in the same way or at the same time, and the lines between the stages can be blurry. Many writing development and word study models label stages with their own terms using various descriptors.